Why does our family choose to live off-grid? That is a really good question. Before I go ahead and answer that though, let me just tell you what I mean by our families living off-grid. We like to use the standard definition for being off-grid, meaning that you're not physically connected to any public utilities. We're not connected to the electrical grid, the water grid, the sewer grid, the phone grid, the cable grid, the internet grid. Not physically tied to any of those types of things. So how do we live then? Well, we've got a septic system right here. This is our off-grid bathroom right here. We've got a hot water shower and propane to heat it. We've got a washing machine and a toilet right here in the tent. All of that is off-grid. Let's see, what else? What else we doing here? Well, we're building our cabin off-grid. We have our water source right here. We don't have water plumbed in from the city. This right here is our solar shed. Let me show you what we've got up here on the roof. We've got 4 solar panels up there. Off-grid security system. And guys, the kids are doing their school here on the homestead. This right here is where Seth does his school.
Yep.
8th grade.
Yep.
So this is your little office.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
So you got your desk, you got a, what do you got up there? Laptop? You got your laptop up there.
Laptop, cards, pencils.
Ooh, cool.
Stuff.
Nice.
And then my books are down here.
Whoa, that's awesome. Geometry. You're doing geometry in 8th grade?
Yeah.
Wow, cool. You got your light right here.
Yep.
Charge your laptop.
And tucks.
And tucks. So this is your bed.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's tiny.
It is.
I don't have room for it to be bigger.
And your nightstand.
Yeah.
And Tux, what you doing, huh? Just taking a nap on Seth's bed? Huh? All right, so that's Tux right there. That's Seth's room. Whoa, crashing. Seth's got the smallest room. Right down here is our kitchen. Hey, Joss.
Hi.
What you working on?
I'm writing some postcards to our patrons,
Whoa,
actually.
sweet.
This is actually my favorite. Idaho wildlife at night. Cougar, elk, local tourist. Those are my fun.
That's
fun
cool. And this right here is our kitchen. We do have a light in the kitchen. Pull string right here. Right, just pull it. Comes on. Just like normal, but it is powered by our solar system. We've got what we're cooking on right now, 1 burner stove. Underneath here is another propane bottle. And then food in the totes. Some delicious hand-picked berries. And or even got a refrigerator here off-grid, right? So you don't have to live like a caveman. You can have modern conveniences. This right here is Joel's and my room. Mosquito netting, but there you go. Clothes, mine's messy. Joel's is organized. And our bed right there. Again, we have another lamp right up there. Mosquito netting to keep the bugs out. Over here is Sarah's room. Sarah's got the second biggest room. Hers looks like kind of like mine, Sarah.
Yeah.
Yours is messy like mine.
No, I really need to clean up this area. It's such a mess.
So this is where Sarah does her schoolwork. Right there, you got all your cool little Polaroids up there, and oh, your lamp. You got a lamp just like Seth up there.
Yeah.
Show us how it works. Ooh, it's cool.
Yep.
In Sarah's bed. It's awesome. That's what I mean by living off grid. That's how we're living off grid. But the question is, why? And by the way, this is a collaboration video with several other North Idaho YouTube channels. You want to know their perspective on how they live off grid, why they live off grid. Make sure to look down in the description of the video. You'll see links to theirs as well. Get a lot more perspective from other people. There are 3 main reasons why our family has chosen to live off grid. Not necessarily in the order of importance, but here's 3 of our main reasons. Number 1, property is typically cheaper when you buy it off grid. If you don't already have electrical service on your property, chances are you're going to be able to buy it less expensively. And that was a major consideration for us. We had a small budget. We wanted at least 5 acres. We've got 7 acres here, and it fit within our budget. It's in a good location, but it was off grid. So it was significantly less expensive than if it already had power to it. Number 2, being off-grid sounds fun to me. This isn't the first time we've lived off-grid. Before we got married, I lived off-grid in California, had 6 acres there with a 1973 aluminum-sided double-wide, ran on a generator, gravity-fed water to the trailer. Jules and I, we lived on the island of New Guinea for about 4 years, off-grid in the village in the jungle. So this isn't new to us, but it still sounds fun because you get to learn a lot of new skills, you get to experiment, and you get to just enjoy trying to build things and trying to make it work when you can't just plug it into the wall and everything just works like normal. So it sounded fun to me. That's number 2. And number 3, being off-grid helps us to be a little tiny bit more self-sufficient or self-reliant, right? Producing your own power, getting your own water, taking care of your own waste, all of those types of things helps us to be a little bit more self-reliant. But I know that you can never be truly self-reliant. God did not create us to be self-reliant. He created us for community. And even within that, right, you can't live totally off-grid and not touch the grid in any way. Look at this off-grid cabin we're building. All the lumber was milled at a mill that's on grid, right? The gasoline that we buy comes from a gas station that's on grid, that was made at a refinery on grid. Everything that we touch basically on our homestead that didn't grow here has something to do with the grid, right? So for us and our family, having our personal property disconnected from all of that is something that we enjoy. And those are 3 reasons why. If you'd like to see what we're up to on our homestead as we're building this off-grid cabin and developing this homestead from scratch, there is a video right over here you can go ahead and check out. But in the meantime, guys, I hope you have a really great day. Keep smiling, and I'll see you right over there in that video in just a second.